Akronhiphop.com, the reporternewspaperonline.com. Mecca Media Entertainment, we're in the building right now. Yolanda, tell everybody where we at.
You're at Allegiance Insurance Group, LLC, your one-stop insurance solution.
Hey man, listen, I called the phone and I was like, because I got to give you this compliment. I'm like, who is that talking on the voicemail? That was you.
Really?
Was that you on the voicemail?
We have two different voicemails. So.
It was crazy professional. I just got to give you props. Crazy voice was professional and everything. But speaking about professionalism, you're in professional insurance. You're a professional insurance agent, and this company represents everything, all things insurance.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Tell somebody what all we do.
I do auto, home, life, health, and annuities.
Okay, my man Sean over here, he was asking before we cut on the camera. He was asking about life insurance and how it impact, or the lack of life insurance and how it impact our community. Yes. Can you explain about that?
Absolutely. It's so important to leave a legacy to our children and our grandchildren. I was just reading the Bible, and it's Proverbs 13:22. It says we should leave inheritance for our children's children. So definitely it's a selfless act.
So I'm going to come at it like I've never heard this before. So you're saying, if I can't afford to have a stash of money somewhere, there's another way to make sure I'm leaving my kids something. A lot of us don't know that is a part of what you're talking about, is to be insured, and then when you, God forbid, you pass away, there's insurance left. And that money that's left is the actual tangible legacy. Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely. There's things that you can do with insurance while you're living. So you can structure it many different ways. So it's so important to sit down with the agent and let them know what your plan is, and we can help guide you to leave whatever you want to leave to your family.
So that's important, everybody. Check us out, man. She's giving us that knowledge you can't get in college right now. She's saying get insured, not just for your final responsibilities, but get insured so you can finally have a legacy and leave a legacy, because a lot of people, other than just our community, is already on this. They've been doing this for years, right?
Absolutely. They leave an inheritance, and they're able to start businesses and pay for college education. There's just so many things that you can do with insurance.
Okay, now we're talking about, and that was life insurance we were just talking about, right? And you got that under control. Anybody can call in. What's the number again?
330-253-5902.
And again, man, this is the beginning of the year. Everybody getting their income tax and all that stuff. So do something constructive and positive with your income tax money. Instead of blowing it on some jewels, blow it on some jewels that leaves to your family. We call that a legacy, like she's been talking about as the Bible speaks. Now, when it comes to rental insurance for apartments, a lot of people live in apartments. A lot of people don't know that they can get insured if they got an apartment. What's the difference between apartment apartment insurance and a home insurance? Is there a difference?
Absolutely, there is a difference. Well, with a renter, if you're renting a home, you don't own the structure. Your landlord owns the structure, so he will protect his building. You need to protect your items. And renter's insurance is one of the most least expensive policies on the market. You're talking about $15, $20 a month for renter's insurance.
Let me ask you a question. Now, do you get the depreciative price back? I've heard horror stories where somebody swear to the Most High in the heavens that they had $1 million keyboard stolen out of their house, and they get $5, $15 back. Is there any truth to that?
Well, no, they're not going to get. You have to be realistic,
right?
One, but your personal items also depreciate. They may give you what the replacement cost value is. So, it's so important to keep your receipts and that sort of thing so that they can determine what type of value they can give you.
So again, it's definitely important if you're renting or owning to get insured as well. Absolutely. Now, what about auto insurance?
Yeah, we do auto insurance. We represent about 15 different carriers. We're an independent agency, so we're able to shop and find a good fit for the customer.
So that means like the commercials that I see when you can like go online and different things like that, and you got to guess and pick yourself. But you guys take the guess and the hard grind work out of it by doing it with them in mind, doing what they can handle. So that's why it's important to come to someone like you that you can talk to instead of just .com and everything. Is that right?
Well, yeah, because we have a license and we understand what the carrier can and cannot offer. And the customer, a lot of times they're focused on the price. For instance, there are companies out there that are great for liability. Maybe they are not the best for, comp and collision, people refer to as full coverage. If someone rents a car, quite often they may need to rent a car, and that policy may not transfer over to a rental car. So it's very important to understand, beneath the surface instead of just the price. So an agent can help guide you and, find out what you need and what's going to work best for you.
Okay, now explain to me, what is the SR22 bond and why do they seem to be so popular? What is going on with that? Explain that to me.
Oh, an SR22 bond, first of all, it's not insurance.
Okay.
So someone who needs an SR22, they pretty much have had a violation. So maybe they were caught driving without insurance or, a DUI or something. So the state will require that they need an SR22 bond. So that SR22 bond is going to track them and tell on them when they don't pay their insurance policy. So the whole purpose is for them to maintain insurance, the financial responsibility of insurance. So when they don't maintain that insurance, they will suspend their license.
Okay, I got to give it up to you. Like I said before, you are definitely educating the people, definitely educating me. So listen, man, which is a great thing because you're a sister of color, sister of action. You're not just talking about it, you're being about it. And I think it's crazy important that our young sisters see someone like you in the community, in the business world as well, doing some dynamic things. What do you guys say about the future of our youth looking up to people like yourself?
Well, I was part of the summer youth program for Summit County and, just, learn, do an internship and, I worked in banking and the mortgage industry and just take those skills and, grow from what you learn. And that's what I do. I instill what I learned from the banking and the mortgage industry, and I instill that in insurance, and now I have my own agency.
That's good.
So
entrepreneur.
Absolutely. So
African American entrepreneur. Now, what do you guys say about that?
Be your own boss. Be your own boss. You set the rules. You set the tone, and you make those rules of how you can wear your hair.
That's
what you want to wear. Can you bring your kids to work? It makes a difference.
And you know what? That's incredible. Speaking about being your own boss, since you're your own boss, what time do we open here?
Well, I have different hours. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I open at 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock. And Tuesday and Thursday, I open a little later at 11:30. And I close at 5 o'clock. A lot of people think that, I'm at home at 11:30. I'm not. I'm here working. Or right. I'm doing, continuing education classes. And I block that time to make it work for my business. And I schedule appointments or whatever case may be.
What's the number somebody want to get into contact with you?
Again, it's 330-253-5902.
Yolanda Shelton, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to hang out with the brothers.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man.
Enjoy.
Thank you.